Good day, puppy lovers. Today I have Zelda with me, little poodle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Full groom. Okay, so this little girl is a year old. She's a year old, and I forgot to put this on. And she's extremely stressed out, and so is her, as you hear her little brother here. Hang on. She's trying to climb out. What are you doing, honey? Gizmo's over there crying. Yep, they are very anxious, and they're like, Gizmo's anxious, and then he causes her to be anxious, and then she's anxious and cries, and vice versa. So you're gonna see me struggle a bit with her in the bath today because that's all she does. She just struggles. So I'm gonna try my best to just get this done as quickly as possible and as safely as possible. We're gonna wet her down a bit, and she's gonna wet me and wet the floor. Some dogs are just like that, where they just don't want to be washed, and they'll fight you and fight you. Okay, so she's just gonna want to just hang off the edge. Oh yeah, I added some in here. Yeah, so for those who don't know me, my name is Jenn. A professional dog groomer since 2010. Look at that. So she's kicking. No, honey. It's okay. It's okay. So there's going to be a lot of it's okays today. So if you're ready to watch a groom with a little bit of struggling, she's not a bad dog. She just doesn't want to be groomed. Oops. And it doesn't help with the, like I said, with her brother crying in the background. Gizmo, okay, calm down. Okay, so see, I have to hold her because she just wants to jump out. You want to stand? Fine, stand in the corner. No, you're not going to jump. So the whole time, both of them are here. This is all you hear, the crying and the whimpering. And so I've got for like 2.5 hours. It takes me about an hour 15 usually a groom. About approx, depending. Maybe when I'm doing a video, it might be a little longer. I don't know. Let's time this. See how much time it takes me. Depends on the dog. How the dog lets me groom them. If the dog's constantly pulling and causing me to struggle, then it's not, you can't get your work done. So it's a little longer. So the main goal is to really just get it done as soon as you can, because you don't want them to be stressing for too long. Yeah. We're gonna do this leg. Hang on. And if the dog's struggling like this and just wants to climb out and is standing on the edge, and if the dog just wants to stand on the edge, just let him stand on the edge. Work around the dog. Instead of trying to get the dog to do what you want the dog to do, try to work around that. Like her, I have to always hold her. See how I'm holding her back end? Because she just wants to jump out. We're almost done, honey. Just let me finish this. We're almost done. Okay, I'm gonna clean around her, do her neck. Yeah. We gotta get this done. It's too much worrying for a little one like you. Huh? What you worrying about? It's not your first time. You know what this is. You don't like it. Okay, so belly, everything's all done there. Only thing left to do is the head. Okay, you want to go up against there? Yeah, there. She usually likes to push me with her feet. When she fights me with her feet, she pushes or, grabs onto my arms. Like at the dryer. I don't know if she'll do it today, but she usually just grabs onto my arms, and so I have to kind of dry her on me. So she's getting only one shampoo. I mean, if she could get into that fish tank, she'd go in. There's a fish tank right there. Yeah, if you could get into that fish tank, you'd go in, would you? It's not easy to have control over the dogs when they're like this. You know, their minds are at, you know, at 10, the level 10, and they just, you can't reason with them, you know? She's probably at an 8. All right, wash the sides of your face. See what she does with her feet? She pushes me. Okay, I'm just gonna wash the sides of your face here like that. All right. Wash your eyes. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna put a little bit of, just a drop like that. Get between her eyes here. She's got poopers right there. All right. Okay, we're gonna rinse you out. Okay, she's gonna love this. Did you poop somewhere? No? Okay, I thought there was a poop on the ground. All right, honey, come. Here. She prefers to just stand like that. I can't get her to stand on all fours. She just wants to always stand. So you don't want to fight that. If you want to stand, stand. We'll rinse you like that. Because if you're always throwing your energy into trying to force the animal to do something that you want them to do, you're going to be burnt out at the end of the day and burnt out at the end of the year. At the end of the groom, at the end of the day, and your career won't last very long. So you need to try to go with the flow. Work with what you've got. There's one thing I've learned throughout the years is that work with what you've got. After all, you're only human, and we're working with animals here. You know? So we're not working with people, we're working with animals. There, okay, so body's pretty much well rinsed out. Now it's the head. She won't like this. I gotta hold her head down where her snout is, like this. Hang on, hon, just a little bit. We'll get a little bit wet there, hang on. I'm keeping my hand on the nose there so that she doesn't get any water in her nose. There you go. Good girl. Let's do your chin. See, so there's no sneezing. I'm gonna wipe the top of her head. Get rid of all that water so that when I close those ears shut, I won't be squeezing any excess water in there. I'm holding that shut and I'm rinsing the top of her head. Shaking the ears around so I can get that water everywhere. And I'm gonna wipe up again. And do the same thing this time, but this time I'm gonna squeeze this way so that I can get under her ear. And you really don't want to squeeze any water in that ear because they could get ear infections. Nicely rinsed. Okay, we're done. I think we're done, hon. Pop up. Last place you want to rinse is the belly, of course, because all of that soap runs down. Belly. You want to make sure there's no more soap there. Let's soak it all up. See, not that bad, hon. That wasn't too bad, actually. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Your brother's way too anxious. Come on, I'm gonna try to soak up some of this water here. Get rid of some of that water. You soaked up a lot of water, little one. Yes, you did. Belly, belly, belly. Guys, let me know if you are a poodle lover. Write down in the comments below. I'm a poodle lover. I'll send you some poodles and some happy faces. I'll reply. There. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take this off. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Give me a second. She would jump right out of this tub. If I wouldn't be holding her, she'd jump right out of the tub, guys. Okay. She'd jump right off the table also. Why is this like that? Okay. Sorry. I gotta bring this up higher. She's taller than my last pup. I'm just squeezing lightly. You don't want to squeeze too tight. These guys have really small little legs. They're little bones. Okay. Really? So these are my last 2 dogs of the week. I'm recording right now. It's a Saturday. I'll be uploading this on Monday. So if you're watching, it might be the Monday. Yeah. Oof, it's getting hot with this here. I'm gonna take this thing off here. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. Okay. It's like she just backs up. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. All right, I'm gonna put a little spray on you. Yeah. No backing up. I gotta hold you. Okay, turn around. I'm just putting a little bit of this conditioning spray on you. There you go. Okay, fine. Okay, can I look at your eyes? Come here, hon. Come here. I just need to see your eyes. No, you have poo-poo. Great, I just dropped it. Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Whew. Okay. Okay, hang on. There. I'm only taking the poopers out. Okay, I don't want to pull. Okay, I loosened it up a bit, but I'm going to go in with the scissors instead. There. You're okay. See, you're okay. Whew. All right, let's look at those ears. There's a little bit of hair in there that can come out. I'm gonna pluck your ears. I might just do a little bit of plucking for her. You can either use a shaver or I can go with the shaver. I'll show you the shaver here. Show you the shaver. Give me a second. Okay, so if she lets me use the shaver. Oh boy. She's like constantly pulling. We're just gonna shave some up and shave it out. Yeah, there you go. See? It didn't hurt. I'm gonna put a little alcohol, so because I don't want to use. Okay, yeah, a little bit of alcohol on there. We're gonna go in the other one. Okay? Hang on. See how it was okay with the other ear? All right, let's go in with the shaver. Yes, we're just gonna pull this up and out like that. There you go. Look at all that hair that came out. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so it's time to wash her ears. I don't like that she's standing on the edge like that all the time. She just wants to be as far away from me as possible. And you got to be careful, with their poodle necks. They cough easy, so I don't want her to be pulling too hard, and they have very sensitive tracheas. Okay, hang on. Oh yeah, I wanted to set up my other camera. I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna set up my second camera, guys. Give me a second. All right, second camera set up. All right, no backing up. I gotta dry her here, so I'm gonna set the camera here. I already cleaned her ears. And I'm gonna dry you. Stay with me. There are some dogs that are just like, it's as if they have a a death wish or some sort of, it's like they just want to jump off the table. Don't do that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna set you up here. Oh, my window's open so you can hear the cars outside. Oh boy. She, as I remember well, she kind of thrashes around on the table, so I don't think I'm gonna put this on her. I'm not, guys. I just remembered that she throws her stuff all over on the table. This is going to be not an easy feat here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start her on the table. I want her to get used to being on the table, but I'm gonna have to dry her probably on me, because the last few times that's what I did. Sorry, I have to wear a mask. Sorry. I have to wear a mask. And let's try the Groomer's, the Happy Hoodie on her, see how she takes that. If she doesn't want it and wants to take it off, I'm going to take it off. Yeah, it's supposed to help him, but if it causes some more stress, then you take it off. So let's try drawing her and see what goes on. If she thrashes around, I'll set her on my lap, okay? Hang on. Okay? You gonna be okay? wow, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow, guys. That was the best that she's done thus far. Seriously, that was the best that she has really ever done. Wow, such a good girl. Yeah. I'm going to dry her head just a little bit. See how she reacts to this dews here. Dry her. Now, turn this on. It's not on the highest setting right now. I want to start it off on a lower setting. Okay, and just blow a little bit of air. I'm going to give you a little bit of wiggle room so that you can lay down if you want. There, hun. Okay, your brother is still stressed out, huh? Is he missing you? I think he's missing me. I think he's missing him there. So I can talk to you guys like this. So yes, this is the first time that she really lets me dry her like that. I guess it'll take a few times before she gets used to me, of course. I've seen them, this is my 4th time with these little pups here, but she's only a year old. She's only a year old, so she still has some learning and some trust, she needs to start trusting. You need a little more wiggle room? Here, whoops. Because sometimes when we dry their heads like this, they like to put their heads down and just lay their head on the table. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it a little stronger. And I'm going to just put a little bit of warmth in the setting. I want it to be a little warmer just so I can straighten out those ears just a bit. But I won't keep it warm very long because I find it gets pretty warm. We do have a breeze though, so that's pretty good. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just bring it back to just cooler air. See, I just pressed on the button. And see how nice and straight? I could do her whole body with warmer air and her hair would be a lot straighter and the cut would be a lot better. It would be a lot nicer. But the force dryer you can't set any, heat to it. So I just try to do my best and do a little bit at least on the head. I don't like doing it too long. As I said, it gets pretty warm. Just enough. Warm that up. If you're using a slicker brush around the ears, be really careful because, sorry, I wanted to lower that. Be really careful because this can cut the edge of the ear leather. Believe me, it has happened to me when I was first starting. And I was just brushing with a slicker brush right along the side. I'm dropping everything today. I think I did that with the last video. I was dropping everything too. So you just want to lightly brush around that edge. And I have my thumb on the edge here, so to make sure that I'm not, scratching her ear. There. Let me take this off. Is this safe for me to take that off? Let me do this. Put a little warm air again. So I'm just going back and forth with warm and cooler. You don't have to, it's just that it takes the curls out better when it's a little warmer. You just don't want it too warm. So you don't want the dog to feel, you'll feel it with your hands, right? Your hands are right underneath. All right, so I did one side. You want to do the other side too? No, I don't. You don't? All right, we're going to do this side. Okay. Put a little warmer. It dries faster with warmer air. But again, I am not a competitive groomer. This is not for a show or anything. So, a few curls here or there is fine. Well, in my book it is, so. Each groomer, everyone works differently. Each groomer works differently. Some may look at my work and think, wow, this hair's not straight enough. Well, it depends how you run your business, I guess. I mean, I'm not here to try to make anything perfect. Try to do the best I can to make it look great, but I'm not going to put the dog through. I don't want to put the dog through too much. Some dogs are very patient with it, brushing and whatever, but she's anxious and it's not her favorite thing right now, so this is how I'm going with it. We do underneath, we did both sides, we do underneath here. Just to tap and brush and pull the brush up and away. Just lightly tapping. And bring in a little more warmer air. It's going to dry faster. I just find, and that is their lowest setting for this company here, this Dews. It's their lowest setting, and I find that the lowest setting is still too hot. I wouldn't set it and then, dry the whole face, keeping it on that lower setting, because I still find it's too hot. So I do a little and then I stop it, and a little and stop it. You're all curly here. You can do just a little warmth here. Let's try this. There. I'm going to let the rest dry. That's enough. That's good enough for me. Okay? Woo! I always have that itchy nose. Okay. Are you okay? Are you okay, little girl? All right, so she's washed and dried. Now let's clip those pads because she's got those slippers on. Clipping the pads. Are you okay with that, hon? We clip a pad. She's pulling. No, you don't want me to clip your pads. But I gotta. But I have to. Yeah. So guys, keep an eye out for, as I'm filming this video, I'm planning on starting another channel also, but about my garden and about my gardening and photography. I'll be doing some photography. Photography of my plants and gardens, and maybe share some of the past photography I've done also. I just love to take pictures. I have a really good camera. I have a DSLR, so it's a Canon. And I have great lenses also. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. And yeah, I was thinking of doing that, maybe of some bees, I don't know, just something nice to share. And because I'm creating a huge garden in my backyard, so I am going to be documenting every single step, which I already started. If you're not a member, you can become a member, and I have some of those videos there, but I'm going to be transferring most of those videos to my new YouTube channel. I think that people would enjoy it. All right, a little bit of worrying. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I'll let everyone know, by the way, what channel that is. I know many YouTubers who have more than one YouTube channel. I might try it out and see if I like it. I think I will. It's going to be very artistic. And during the winter months, I'm growing all of my plants here in the house, all of my future garden plants. So I'll be keeping you guys updated there also. Oh, you do have a thumb. Let's look at that thumb. Oh, that's so tiny. My. Is that even worth it? Just a little. Got it. Oh, we got it. Wow. Wowee. All right. So, other than that, anybody been on vacation this summer? Do anything cool? I stayed here working in my garden. All right, so that's all done. Now I'm going to give her a light brush, which I'm going to tap and pull up and away. Remember that? You don't want to scratch the dog's skin. And when you tap, you don't tap very hard, right? You're just depositing. I should say deposit and pull up. Deposit and pull up. In here's a little sensitive. I'll do just a lightly. I'm going to be cutting in there anyway, so I don't need to take too much of that knotting out. Tangles, more or less. Not very knotted, it's just tangled. Okay. She sees her brother. And he's crying, she's pulling. Okay. The chaos. Okay, let's do your tail. I think she's had a broken tail, guys. Because her tail's crooked and it's stiff and crooked. She's only a year old and she already broke her tail. What were you doing, huh? How come you break the tail? What's all the worries about, little one? You don't have to worry. Hey guys, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And let me know that you're here. You can give me a thumbs up and you can also give me a thumbs up in the comment section. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe also and follow my videos. I upload every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So usually they're always pretty much full grooms because I've been getting a lot of feedback on viewers that are actually enjoying the whole full grooming process. And anyway, if there are parts that you don't like, you can always just fast forward and skip to the part that you do like. So, it's too bad you can't do that. Wouldn't you like to skip to the part that you'd prefer? Huh? You don't want this, do you? Yeah, well, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go brush her on the neck after. I'm gonna check with my comb to see if my work is well done. You need to use your metal comb to see if the work is well done, because you want to be sure that you've taken all the knots and mats out with your comb. I mean, with your brush, and then check with your comb. And the reason why is because you're going to be using a clipper. I mean, if she was shaved, you wouldn't have to do that. But I'm going to be giving her a length. She's a 10 millimeters, so that will be these purple Andis comb. That's a number 2 comb. That would be 3/8 inch, 10 millimeters. Okay. Calm down. I always have to keep my hands on her because she would just turn around and jump, I think. It's like my heart would just jump right out. She'd do something like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know how I'd react. I would not be very happy. I'd be very, very, very stressed. What did you hear? There's wind today, lots of wind. Right. I'm just gonna put this right back around here. Make sure you're secured there. All right, guys, so everything's all done. The nails, the pads, washed, dried. Now let's start with the length. Let's go. So she's 10 millimeter, as I mentioned. We're gonna turn you around like this. And then I'm going to start shaving you. Can you put your bum down? Bum, 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 bum. There you go, thank you. I'm gonna wear this here, just so that I don't have to breathe this in. If you've never heard of the disease Groomer's lung, check it out on Google. Groomer's lung is a very serious disease, and that is from breathing in these little hairs and breathing in dander and, you know, dirt, debris, whatever. So see, usually a poodle, or any dog for that matter, would be not have any curls left once they're well dried. But she stayed humid and she's stressed, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, because again, I'm not competing. I'm not, you know, if this were a dog that I had to absolutely take all of the curls out, it would have to be a dog that's used to it. A dog that doesn't mind, you know. I don't want to do that with these nervous ones. She's panting. She wants to get off. So I'm just going to get that job done. And my job is to shorten the hair, keep her clean, get her cleaned, shorten the hair, get her off the table. You know, do her nails, all the fun stuff. You're okay, you're okay. That wasn't loud. Okay. You're okay, you're okay. All good, all good. Don't worry. You know, I tell the dogs you're okay and don't worry, and I don't even know if that even means anything to them. It means something to us, you know. Really? You're gonna do that? Up, 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 up. There you go. Hold that ear. If you do need to back brush lightly. Can you stand here, hun? Can you stand for me? There, we do your belly. Oh yeah, we gotta take that 10 blade, and I usually do that before the cut. Do the belly and the underarms and the little pee-pee area, but it's okay, it's fine, we'll do that now. Put her down, I'm gonna do between the legs here. Alrighty then. Okay, put this back on. Whoop. I'm gonna bring this up. All right. So I'm gonna take a 10 blade because I did not do it. Can I see your belly again? You show me your belly? Up, up. Good girl. Thank you. See how good she's being? Can I get a good girl, Zelda? Good girl, Zelda. Write that down in the comments. Good girl, Zelda. Can I get a good girl, Zelda? It would mean the world to me. And it would mean the world to Zelda. How about your arm here? Can I do this? Do you mind? All right, we're going softly, just a little at a time, honey. All right, good girl, Zelda. She did it. Right there, too. Good girl, Zelda. We're gonna do your bum bum, because her pee-pee area needs to be cleaned out. And, you know, I usually do this just with scissors. As long as you're not touching that area, you're just floating all around it. I'll use the scissors for the rest. There you go. I'm gonna put whenever you're doing that area, a little bit of alcohol goes a long way. There. Okay, so we do your head. Can we do your head? There's the blade. So I'm gonna pop the 30 blade back on top of there. And we're gonna do a 16 on her head, because that's the length Mom wants. And we're not doing a poodle cut. Okay, as you see, she's just gonna have like a puppy head like that. We're not doing any poodle top knot. We're just cutting this a little shorter. And yeah. Just a bit shorter. All right, good girl. Now let's do the legs. We're all done with the clipper. We put everything back away, because when you put everything back away, always in the same spot, you get faster. And not speed faster, but efficiency is what's important. When you're efficient, everything rolls better. So always put your scissors and your, everything in the same spot. See that dust that's everywhere? Yes, we're almost done. We gotta do your legs and then your head and we're done, okay? All right, show me your bum bum. Show me the bum bum. All right. Clean up this area here. I'm just gonna go all around those little toesies, as you've seen me do this before many times. I'm just going around the toes. Keeping those pads clean is really important. Pads need to be nice and clean because you don't want any matting happening between those toes like this. If that gets too matted, they get uncomfortable, and it can cause, if it gets wet, right, it can stay humid and it doesn't dry, and it causes all kinds of problems. You don't want that. Nobody wants that, okay? They don't want it and you don't want it. Groomer doesn't want it either. There you go, all around. You're good. Why are you looking at me like that? What'd I do? Ugh, I don't know why she's looking at me like that. Okay. Alrighty then, let's get into the cut. All right, nice little curve over here. I always do the same sequence. The curve and the bottom part here and the inside. Sometimes this can be knotted and it's fine. You just cut through all of those knots. If ever you want to see how I cut through knots and whatnot, and how I can get through a groom without having to completely brush out the whole dog that's knotted and matted, and without having to shave down the dog, you can check out my last video. The last video I uploaded, the one right before this one. Ah, it's a cotton de Tulare. No, 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 no. Hang on. Hang on. I'll try to insert the video or something. You can go check that out after. Well, at least her brother stopped crying. He was really keeping her going. Check out this flap here, guys. You gotta see right through that hair. You gotta keep your fingers right behind, just to be sure you're catching your fingers and not her skin or their skin. And you can turn your scissors around, right? You have these curves here, and you'll notice I turn mine around. I can cut like this, or I can cut like the other way around, right? Do this side here. Careful, there's a little toe there. Don't forget about that toe. Don't forget about it. Or the dog will remind you, if you clip that, that'll hurt. They're not going to be too happy. Oh my, speaking of hurt. Where was it in Russia or Germany? Oh, where was it? If you remember, can you let me know? There was a ride, like a carnival ride or something like that, that snapped in two, and everyone just fell to the ground. It's a circular ride. It was just going up, and the arm that was holding it up broke in half, and everyone landed. Oh my God. I can only imagine the people's, backs or, hitting like that, Oh my God, they landed sitting. If you remember, was it Germany or Russia? I don't remember where. It just happened this past week. Well, that's when I saw it. I saw it a few times, so I figured it must have had just happened. So, really. She's just tossing her head. No pulling. That's what they like to do, guys. They like to just pull and pull. It's a part of your job. You kind of have to accept that. Go with the flow. Pulls, okay, you're pulling. If your mind is anywhere else, like, oh, I want to get done, or no, honey. You're not going to be patient. You got to be patient with them. Really? Because the other pup, see, this is why in general I only take one dog at a time, unless they are family, of course. But I don't take like another client's dog, or I don't allow my dogs in here while I'm grooming, or my cats. Wait, because it just makes them too excited and they want to get off the table. And see, there's some nodding there. I don't really mind that because I'm just gonna cut right through that. Hang on, no. So if they're pulling, you just tell them no, hang on. Wait, loosen your grip. The tighter you keep your grip, the more they might want to pull. And then if they start pulling, then you start tightening the grip, and then they'll pull harder, and you tell them wait, you use your other hand, tell them wait. And then when they stop pulling, you start loosening your grip. So like it's a give, okay? And then you work together. There. Itchy. You gotta be careful. So hang on. Ooh, that's a nice breeze. Hang on. See, tightening the grip. Wait. Okay, loosen up the grip. Oh no, those yawns. That's not because she's tired. That's because she's telling me she's annoyed with me. It's like, let me go. I don't want to do this. Let me go home. No. You stay with me. You gotta stay with me. Hang on. Wait. See, loosen the grip. I just loosened the grip. See, I'm just like, look at that. That's how loose it is. See? You still want to hold a little because it's got to be straight, right? I want to make a nice straight line, so if she moves, you don't want to cut her. And okay. Let me do this like this then. Yeah, you can always do this like this. You gotta always be sure they don't have their little nipples hanging out there because you don't want to cut them. Okay, let's turn you around. I'm gonna finish off under the arm after. I am going to start back here. Fluff everything up, and I'm gonna follow that leg. Follow the leg. So much crazy news out there. So much stuff going on in the world. Now I heard that there is this comet or this, they don't know what it is, that's hurtling through space and it's coming towards the sun. They're not saying it's going to crash into us. They're just saying that it's, what do they call it? Interstellar? Is that what it's called? Oh boy. Anyhow, they're just saying that it's hurtling through space and it's coming towards us, and it should be here by 2027. But then people are talking about November. And then the scientists are saying that it actually could even be something, you know, something intelligent, like a spaceship or something. Which I'm not too sure about that, but, you know, could be. You never know. You never know. But anyhow, all kinds of news out there. I have this bad habit of checking out, you know, hanging out on my phone before bed, and then I have all kinds of weird dreams. I watch all kinds of stuff, all kinds of alien stuff, you know, gardening, pedicures, grooming, other animals, just fun stuff, you know. There. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff are floating around. Is floating around. Now look at that. What great legs, little girl. Give me a thumbs up if you think she's got great legs. And let me know down below. If you haven't said good job Zelda yet, you can do that now. Good job Zelda. I'm so happy and proud of you. Look at how good she is. She's not throwing herself around anymore. There, guys, I just cut myself. Look at that. Sorry if you, that might be too much information for you. There's a little bit of blood there. I don't want anyone fainting while watching my videos, but yes, I just snipped right through my finger. So don't look if you're for the faint of heart. I just got to see here. Of course I have a cut. I'm gonna have to put a Band-Aid on. Put a little bit of alcohol. Ouch! I cut myself. Gotta get a Band-Aid. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get a Band-Aid. Okay, so I got my little Band-Aid here. I have a huge bag of them. You know, it happens to the best of us. And the worst of us? I don't know. It happens. Oh, now I have a hairy Band-Aid. So now I'm gonna have to wear my glove when I wash the other pup because I don't want this Band-Aid getting wet. Great. Okay, all fixed up. Yeah, as I was cutting, how did I do that? I was holding the tail like this and I came in and I snipped. So sorry about that. It's a bit bloody. Let's see if you need any more brushing on your tail. We did that a while ago. You seem good. You're good. Okay. So I just measure 1, 2, 3. She doesn't really need any cutting. From the tip of her tail, I'll measure 3. Unless if it's longer, if she wants a longer tail, I'll bring it to the table. But if they want a short tail, I'll just do 3 fingers like this from the tip of the tail, and I'll just leave that. Unless the client wants even shorter, so. But that's just my general rule of thumb, and there's no laws or no set laws on that. So the first time when I got my, oops, sorry, hon. When I got my thinners, the first thing I did was I felt for the blade. I just put my finger right through. I sliced my finger. First time when I opened up the package, I had ordered it. I remember they were Jody Murphy thinners. And oh boy, did they cut. And me going in and just, you know, touching with my finger. Touch the blade with your finger. Smart, smart girl, smart. You know? What was I thinking? All right, that's good enough. Turn you around. Let's show those legs here. Another time, I had a bad habit of wiping off my scissor on my leg. I was standing and, you know, cutting, and so, no, like this. So yeah, I had the really bad habit of doing that, just like wiping it down like this. Sliced my leg right through my jeans. I don't do that anymore. Instead, this is what I have. I have a towel here, and if this gets way too full, I'll just do this. There you go, right on the towel. I always keep that towel next to me. It's just ridiculous to do that on your, I still catch myself doing this sometimes. Just wiping on my belly upwards. Just this, you know, the tooth part. But that's sharp also, so. You gotta not forget to get right between the eyes. Why am I not using my pink ones? There you go. Oh, wait. I want to do this part here. There. See? That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm going to soften this up a bit because that looks a little square. This could be your brother's turn. And then you'll be able to go rest, okay? You can go rest. I know, but poodles are a little longer to do. You guys got all that fluff and stuff. Oh, that could be a cute business name for a grooming business. Fluff and stuff. Probably does exist. I bet you if I Google that somewhere in the world, it might exist. Okay, we're going to take just a little of this off. Like that. You got to memorize where that little leather is. Fluff and stuff. So I'm going to fluff and stuff this here. And I'm going to just, whoa, did you see what I just did? Oh no, the dog moved. Made a hole. So let's fix that hole. Don't move. Okay, I got to hold her better. So I'm just going to make it a little shorter so that it doesn't show. There, that won't show. Will it? Nah, we're good. You can use some curves here too if you don't have, instead of using the straights, I mean. Nope. I'm going to do the other ear, hang on. There's a little knot there, but I might be able to catch it. That little ear leather is there, so take some of that out. So how do you know that you're equal? You just fluff up the ears like this, bring them up straight, and that's how you know that both ears are at the same length. Okay, you might want to take a little more off here like that, and then you might want to use your blenders. Whoa, don't move. Those ears can move, huh? Might want to use the blenders and fluff and zhuzh everything up. See that everything's okay. No, under here. How about this side? That's not bad. That's not bad. So you can go up like this, angled down, and just, you know, use your blenders. There. Now I'm going to fix the sides here because see it's choppy, and that I'm going to use these blenders here. So the difference between blenders and what's the other ones? I'm just too concentrated right now. Your blenders have more teeth and they'll just make everything a lot softer. Like the other ones here, these have less teeth and they cut more. So you want to use your blenders really at the end to soften everything up. So I'm just going to finish this off here. And I'm going to let you guys know that I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 10 a.m. 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I keep saying 10.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.